Thanks very much. After more than a year of back and forth, the city of Buffalo is making another promise to return fluoride to its drinking water by this summer, after a lawsuit revealed it was taken out secretly in 2015.
For the time being, it has caused outcries in the community, including from pediatricians. To talk about some of the health concerns, we are joined by Dr. Emily Friedan. Dr. Friedan, thank you so much for coming in this afternoon.
Thanks for having me.
So here we are, 2024, still no fluoride in the water. What do you make of this ongoing situation in the Queen City?
The main thing is that the inaction of either remediating it back in 2015, not doing it in the first place, or doing something over the past 8 years has had a major effect on my patients. We have seen a dramatic increase over the past five years, I would guess. We didn't know why, but we've seen a huge increase in the preoperative physicals we're doing for children going under general anesthesia to have dental work. That means, so we were noticing this, and we had no idea why. Then about early in 2022, one of the suburban pediatricians, a well-seasoned pediatrician, joined me at Maine Pediatrics, which is in the city. And after a few months, she was asking me, why is there so much more dental caries and dental disease here? Why are we doing all these pre-op physicals? We're not doing them in the suburbs. And we didn't know why. Again, it didn't occur to us to question that there was a public health effort that was not being made. And then last January, a year ago now, we found out why.
People have been responding to us since this has been out, some saying, well, why do you need fluoride in the water? Or it's not that big of a deal. We're talking about micrograms of fluoride per however many hundreds of thousands of gallons of water. However, what we are seeing and what you and other pediatricians across this city are seeing is that it's having a real impact. Can you talk about some of the things that doctors are finding in children's mouths because the city failed to include fluoride for years?
Right. I mean, you're just seeing that their teeth are discolored and eroded. You can see gross cavities. I'm not a dentist.
Sure, of course.
Okay?
Understood.
But we're seeing and we're seeing that the dentists who are evaluating are saying they have to go under. Lots of them have to get procedures done.
So because it's gotten so bad, because there's no fluoride in the water for years, that cumulative effect has meant children don't just have normal dental procedures or cleanings. They actually have to be put under dental anesthesia. It costs more money, and it's a more serious procedure.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes. And you make a very good point that this was a natural experiment. Basically, the city of Buffalo's children were experimented on it, not on purpose, you know, well, the first 2 years it was, but this lack of fluoride has shown what we've known since 1962 is when we started fluoridating municipal waters.
So you're speaking on, transparency and communication. Had you and your colleagues known that there was no fluoride, what could you have done to kind of help combat this in children?
It's a really good question, and it's something that even since January of 23, the inaction has been just horrific. In areas where there's no fluoridation of the water, it is recommended that children take fluoride supplements every day from age 6 months to 16 years. And this has about the same protective effect as fluoridating the water, okay? But this was so off of our radar as pediatricians that last January, most of us didn't even think of it. I called around, one pediatrician I knew had immediately started doing this. But, and we got no direction from the Department of Public Health. We got no direction from the area dentists. And so we didn't do it, so even starting last year. But if we had started that in 2015, you wouldn't have seen all of this.
Is there anything that, let's say families are watching this now, or they've seen our coverage since, in February or even January of last year, is there anything that can be done now? I mean, here you are talking about children who already have serious dental problems. Can we do anything now? If I'm a parent, I'm going, oh my goodness, what can I do starting now? What should they talk to their doctor about?
Well, starting now, they should get fluorides, daily fluoride supplements, and do them, because it's hard to get motivated to do them if you don't know that they're really going to help. And they can help to mitigate some of the damages. So that's the main thing. But in order to get people aware and to do it, there has to be a lot of public service announcements, maybe door-to-door mailings. Right now, in 2015, apparently, homeowners did get in very small print on their bill or something, water bill, that the water was not fluoridated. But nobody noticed it, obviously. And of course, you know, most of the children in Buffalo don't live in owned homes. They're renters, so they wouldn't have even gotten that.
Well, this certainly is a story we will be following. Unfortunately, it's all the time we have this afternoon. But Dr. Friedan, thank you so much for coming in and sharing your insight with us.
Thank you.
Thank you, doctor.
Thanks.
All right, still to come.